Godzilla for Multiverses is a statement that I can stand behind. In fact, if you can stomach Twitter, there's a phenomenal Godzilla for Multiverses Twitter account that you can go follow and talk with other fans of Godzilla becoming playable in Multiverses. Have some really awesome conversations. Link in the description, by the way. And if you like talking about Godzilla for Multiverses, then maybe you even would like to see Godzilla in Multiverses as a playable character. I mean, who can forget this awesome fan-made art from the beginning of the year? Again, fan-made art. This is not a leak. Don't take it as such. But when this first came out, at the beginning of the year, got a lot of people talking. A lot of people were excited and hyped to see Godzilla potentially become playable in Multiverses. And then there was some news that just came out just the other day, where Legendary Entertainment and Warner Brothers decided to split up. Now, why is this information possibly upsetting, or why could this be detrimental to Godzilla? Well, Legendary Entertainment is one of the companies that is kind of behind the Godzilla franchise in a way, right? So with Warner Brothers and them splitting up, this kind of seems to sever the ties that Warner Brothers has to anything Godzilla related, right? That's kind of a big bummer. Well, au contraire, mon frere, because that couldn't be any further from the truth. Warner Brothers has never owned Godzilla, neither has Legendary Entertainment. So when this article came out, a lot of misinformation started floating around. Oh no, Warner Brothers is losing its license to Godzilla. That was never a thing. But check this out. So here's a little snippet from the article. There's a lot of words in here, but basically says Legendary's movies will be distributed and marketed globally by Sony. So, okay, and again, Legendary's movies do include Godzilla, right? Oh, that's kind of sad, and this is where people were starting to think, oh no, Warner Brothers no longer has a chance to get Godzilla, and then Player First Games doesn't have a chance to get Godzilla to bring him into Multiverses, right? So everyone started panicking at that, pretty much at that quote. Well, hold on, because we got a lot more information that clears this whole situation up. Here's another snippet where, check this out. Second sentence, if you will. As they explain, the pact does not include the Dune or Godzilla franchises. So yeah, it was revealed. Legendary is still working with Warner Brothers for certain prior obligations, so they still have somewhat of a working relationship. So you could say Warner Brothers still has ties to Godzilla. And still none of this means anything for Godzilla's chances coming to Multiverses. Isn't that weird? Look at that. The pack doesn't include this. So, whole bunch of misinformation going around. So, why don't we just set the record straight with something extremely simple? How about a very easy question? We're going to go over to the old Google machine here real quick, and we're going to type in, who owns Godzilla? And would you look at that? The first result that pops up, Toho Company Limited. They look at that. They've owned 1954s on that. Like, yeah. So Toho, they're the ones that own it. So if Godzilla were to ever become playable or make some sort of appearance in Multiverses, this is the company that Player First Games and probably Warner Brothers would help get in on the negotiations, because Warner Brothers does tie into Godzilla in a way, because they've worked with the franchise and the character before, right, in these movies. So hopefully Warner Brothers could help step in if negotiations were to ever happen and go, all right, look, we want to bring the character in. We kind of consider Godzilla, in a way, the Warner Brothers family, or the extended family, if you will. So let's see if we can make any sort of arrangement for that to happen. So yes, any negotiations would have to go through Toho Company Limited. So there you go. This has nothing to do with Legendary and Warner Brothers splitting, but not entirely splitting. That's just movie business. That has nothing to do with Godzilla. All right, coming into Multiverse, there's no ties there. So yeah, I seen that article, and then I seen a lot of people freaking out about it. It's like, what? Just read what it says. It doesn't include Godzilla, and he was never owned by any of those two companies anyway. So there we go. There's the record straight for today's video. Just a short one, but to wrap up everything, Godzilla still has a chance to be in Multiverses. Like, that article, that information meant diddly squat for Godzilla. It meant absolutely nothing to deter his chances or increase his chances. He's exactly where he was a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. So there you go. Godzilla could still happen in Multiverses. What do you think? Would you like to see him? I sure as heck know I would like to see him. I think right now he's my now he's my second most wanted character. Only behind Static Shock. Would he be shockingly awesome? Yeah, either way, that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. And don't let misinformation confuse you.